What's up, y'all? It's KB, and I love movies. Today's recommendations come from my friend Selis. Check her out at Sweet and Spooky. She is a darling. She calls herself a Latina horror bimbo, but I just see her as a sweetie. But check out her channel for everything dealing with horror movies, killer performances, and of course, Giallo. So, I'm doing double features in October for a challenge. And the double feature that she sent me combines a combination of something I've seen before and something I never even imagined I could see. What I'm talking about is the combination of Black Swan and also a horror movie called Hatching. From 2010, you might already be familiar with Black Swan, directed by Darren Aronofsky, starring Natalie Portman, also has Mila Kunis in it. Natalie Portman plays the leading character, and she's trying to get the part in Swan Lake, and she's a good dancer, but she's very fragile, very delicate, and what happens is the pressure of preparing for the ballet and the whole idea of having this understudy in Mila Kunis as almost like a doppelganger effect. And what it starts to do is it starts to unravel her from a psychological standpoint. Of course, I've seen this one before. I'm a big fan of Aronofsky's films. Sometimes I can take it, other times I cannot. Ooh. And in this case, this is one that I've been wanting to rewatch for a while. So it was really good timing because what it enabled me to do was to be able to go back and look at it from a different perspective. Whereas before I might have been checking out the acting or just like little nuances, trying to get a deeper level of the film. I was able to look at it in comparison to our second film that I'm going to talk about. And what I saw here was, well, I'll say that for a minute. Hatching is a Finnish horror movie, also with some psychological thriller aspects to it. It's about a young girl, a young pubescent girl, who finds a mysterious egg in the woods while she is exploring. And she takes this egg home, and let's just say, once again, things develop throughout the movie. I had never seen this one before. I was pleasantly surprised because I watched this second after I watched Black Swan, and immediately I saw the things that I would say are commonalities between the two movies. So the first thing that I saw immediately was this concept of the mother-daughter relationship. Nina, played by Natalie Portman in Black Swan, has a contentious, almost allow me to grow up kind of relationship with her mother in Black Swan. In Hatching, we see Tinja having a similar type of relationship with her mother, where the mother was a gymnast before her, just like Nina's mother was a ballet dancer before her, and she wants the best for her. And that leads into like this idea of ambition and perfectionism that both mothers want from both daughters, and it kind of leads to their unraveling or this feeling of not being good enough for the mothers. Another thing that we see all throughout Black Swan, we also see in Hatching, is this idea of transformation. Without getting into it, because I do want you to go and check out Hatching. If you have a chance, watch them back to back because they really play well together. Is watching the characters that the two female leads are in the beginning and to see how that dynamic changes throughout the movie till you get to the end. And both endings are very fantastic and spectacular in essence. So I would say the two of them, great double feature together. They both had these ideas of isolation and loneliness, even with other people. Both lead characters suffer with that. And then you also have this beautiful element of body horror, which made it the horror in these films. But in certain cases, it wasn't too over the top. You didn't see too much of it in Hatching, but there was enough there to make it intriguing and definitely enough there to make it a horror movie. So I would say thumbs up, Selis. Once again, thank you. check her out, Sweet and Spooky, wherever, YouTube, Instagram, wherever you could find her. But if you get a chance, watch Black Swan and then watch Hatching, because the two together, beautiful combination. I had the honor to have Selis on the conversation a while ago, and if you want to check that out, you definitely want to go here and see what she has to say.